Yeah, so it's all here. Um, there are a bunch of DAO proposals. Um, many were rejected, and one I would like to see come back is the research sub DAO proposal. So this was a pretty good one. I was actually um, working with him for a while to 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 um to get this proposal through, but there were some elements of it that were kind of like not right, not a good fit for the size of our project, and so like sometimes it becomes a bit of a challenge when someone spends a lot of time creating a proposal and it gets rejected, and I think we should be like making the effort to give them more encouragement to continue. That said, uh, one that passed, Zcash Arabia. So I've been in touch with, I think his name is Mustafa, and just getting the ball rolling um, with the new project. Yeah, I'm pretty curious what kind of. I suppose all the global ambassador projects follow the same kind of content templates in terms of what they produce. Um, what are some of the things that you guys would like to see coming from Zcash Arabia? I'm quite curious.
I'd like to
I,
see um, some like video content, specific to that community, because I'm assuming there's a language barrier. So for me, that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I don't know, it does get risky in some areas. Um but let's say like for journalists in certain regions, Zcash is more than ideal. Um or like I don't know, humanitarian workers in Palestine or something. This could be like an opportunity. So um feel free to give suggestions. I don't know his exact username on Discord, but if you'd like to speak to him and recommend something, I'll give you his Telegram. Rain.com.
I'm curious. I ran into this exchange at some point in the past, and this just made me think of it. I wonder how popular this is. If this person would know, or if their community uses Rain. Um, Last I checked, when I did find it, they did support Zec. So yeah, maybe if this is popular or a good exchange, some content with this, or um, yeah, something along those lines. This just sparked that for me.
So is it Dan? Is it like a Dex or more of a Sex, or kind of like a
Yeah,
hybrid? Both.
I I think it's a centralized exchange mostly. I gotta dig through this website again, but yeah, like I said, this just came back to me here when Squirrel was talking about this proposal.
Cool.
Hi
Check it
everyone.
out. Hey,
So
Squirrel.
if you're watching my screen, you saw that like it said that you've been blocked. So I like changed my location on the VPN and it dropped. Sorry.
I thought my phishing attempt was successful.
Speaking of which, yeah, so I will be moving to write a grant proposal for the Ironfish Foundation. Um, we were invited by their team um, to they were interested in the bounty program. I think there's a good chance it could like invigorate or um, like bring more people into the community. So I think like a small test run um, would be good because the ZecHub core team is already kind of preoccupied with Penumbra at the moment. So you may know we have been funded. We received, I think, 2,000 something around 2,600 tokens, which we'll be distributing from now until September. And so I've already created one task. Lots of people have applied for it, and tomorrow I'll be joining the Penumbra community call if I've recovered, and I'll be explaining like I'll give an introduction to who we are, what ZecHub is, maybe a bit of history. Um, if they allow screen share, I can show the dashboard. And yeah, I'll be inviting people to join the our Penumbra bounty program. Same as with Zcash, tasks will be listed and paid once per week. And yeah, towards that, we actually have senior dev. Is he still here? Yeah. He's creating a new section to the dashboard, or really expanding one of the existing sections. So, one sec. Yeah. So this is the dashboard, and I'm hoping we can add like a button, so you can select Zcash, Penumbra, or Namada. Maybe so like if you're interested in shielded stats for any network, um, then you can use this the ZecHub wiki dashboard. And so like a potential reason why you may want to do something like this is um, there's going to be a mix of different assets on different networks. So yeah, I don't know if you're looking for like great liquidity in a certain token which is shielded, then like you can select it through the dashboard. Yeah, what else did we have? So Vito's been super busy over the past 2 weeks. He created shorts from our Ironfish spaces, and those shorts received good feedback from the Ironfish team. We are planning a town hall to go over lockbox distribution. And so, like, I don't know, one of the key aims I'm hoping for this town hall is that while we will have like speakers from each of the organizations, this is a really good time to let everyone else speak, right? So there's this we yeah, like we need to open the floor and have community voices heard. So I'm hoping that people aren't like afraid to voice their opinions in the upcoming call. Yeah, something else. So we were talking about this at the beginning of the meeting, but we've so Vito's created channels for Penumbra and Ironfish in the Zcash Global Discord, and yeah, this is really towards our goal of becoming a shielded ecosystem education hub, and it's just a great way to put Zcash, like add to Zcash visibility in other Discord servers, and allow us to learn what's happening in the other projects as well. Vito's also writing a 0 to 0 knowledge on Ironfish, and this is kind of towards our goal of like introducing the project to the Zcash community. You know, there's some things that are good about it. It's a multi-asset shielded pool, and there's some things that do need some consideration. And yeah, there was the idea to hold events through these portal channels. So we could have like quizzes with Penumbra or like some other kind of fun event with Namada, which is also in progress, by the way. And yes, the store went down and it's now back up. I think fairly soon, Dismad, maybe in the next day or two, we should complete the Penumbra Threshold Custody wallet tutorial.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. So yeah, we received the Penumbra, and like the core team has decided that we will send a portion of it to the DAO Penumbra address to be governed by the DAO. So some other things coming up. We've got a NIM event on Thursday. It'll be a community call. We'll be discussing the NIM Squad League and the ZecHub Bounty program, and kind of moving things forward towards like shared rewards for contributions. Okay, I think that kind of covers it. Did I miss anything, Dismad or Vito?
Yeah, can you showcase the new graphs that were added, Squirrel? Those are pretty cool.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, we have net inflow and outflow. So the red looks bad, as Dismad mentioned. It's actually kind of the opposite of what you think. If it's a minus, if it's a negative value, that means funds are entering the pool, and if it's a positive value, that means funds are leaving the pool. So I think I could take a look at the shielded pool .tsx and just edit it myself.
Yeah, I'm curious of everyone's thoughts here. I mean, this is really cool data. How we display it can be optimized, so feedback would be appreciated.
I think it was a suggestion by Zero Darts to add this. And I can see that perhaps the chart data needs to be looked into. No other
And
stats, work in progress.
yeah, that's Kate, I just wanted to let everyone know to check that out. It shows not only the IBC channels that are opened, it shows which assets are in the MASP, and it also shows in and outs over time. So it's pretty neat there. And you can definitely see that the liquidity is quite low right now, but that's kind of what this is about, so we can visualize and learn and grow.
Yep. I also added leap bytes to the DAO thing. I think I still need to get a shielded address we can use for messaging. There was also a bug in the shielded newsletter which I fixed. So hopefully everyone's getting both network stats and ecosystem news.
Yes, I can confirm that I'm getting both. Awesome to see.
Good. Yeah, so the next step for that is going to be creating a distribution that people can use. Yeah. So I'm actually most interested in the Zenith RPC. I think it could work best um for this use
Yeah,
case.
actually, I wanted to actually do a tutorial on that squirrel. I've been I showcased the GUI and the TUI, but I didn't do the RPC server. So I can definitely put that on the to-do list for the tutorials.
Awesome. Um, yeah, I think it was Pitmutt who was interested. I think he actually made a grant proposal to add Frost, like Frost with Tor to Zenith RPC. So it could be something very cool. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
could be cool.
Personally, I'm hoping that ZCG approves that grant because I think Zenith is a great alternative. It's the only wallet that doesn't need a light wallet server to work, so you can work directly with the Zebra node, which I think is a great option.
Yep. So like you just use the Zebra launcher, one click, it's going, and then I mean like so it's a bit of a off topic, but um the Zenith stuff is all in Haskell, and like installing whenever I'm installing that stuff, like the dependencies, some of them are, at least the last time I tried, it's hard to get like up to date ones. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. Um, I could, if you guys get stuck, I could try my best to help out. But it does use the Rust stuff, but I think he uses Haskell and he kind of wraps everything together. But I think it's cool having an alternative option with a different language like that. So,
Yeah.
um, and then it works great on a Raspberry Pi, which I love. So, I know the popular use case is mobile phones, which this doesn't apply to, but I think there's a large opportunity for desktop using Zenith for
Mm.
potentially small businesses later down the road.
Awesome. So yeah, we have some DYK stuff in backlog, which we'll be posting over the next couple of days. We've also got two awesome animated videos created by Maine, which we'll have going out. Um, I am cold calling. So I'm trying to reach out to Nicholas Anthony. He created the Human Rights Foundation CBDC tracker. I'd like to have him on the podcast. It's just very difficult to get a hold of someone like this. Um, yeah, just one extra thing.
Great idea.
So if
Thanks.
anyone knows anyone who knows anyone who knows
Yeah.
anyone, let them know.
I think Paul Brigner. If nothing works
hmm
out, I'll try and ask
Yeah,
Paul.
good call. hmm
So it's a bit of a quick one, guys. Like as I mentioned, if you're looking for full updates, check out the milestone report. Um,
Has everyone got a chance to
in terms of,
vote?
oh yeah,
Coin voting is live. Um, I'm curious if anyone's had any issues. Please let me know. I'm trying to collect data here.
how much are we allowed to say? Like, I think you had some stats on
Which stats?
that. Like for the vote and the delegated Zec.
Oh yeah. So far through the public ZecHub Zvote address, where folks can delegate their votes to us, we have received 985 votes thus far. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to need to decide how to vote for those. But if anyone's curious, if you have a wallet that has votes and you want to delegate some of those votes to ZecHub, all you have to do is send them to our delegate address, which is in the vote 2.0 thread. So yeah, pretty cool.
I'm looking for the other thing that Pitmup made, which was this proposal for a DAO mechanism. I thought this was really really cool.
Yeah.
Interested to know what devs think, like ECC devs or ZF
Yeah.
devs.
I sent this to Chris when I saw it posted to get his feedback. I haven't heard back yet. This actually reminds. So Chris is one of Chris's side projects is Avtalk. I have to find the link here. It's kind of like a ZT DAO type of thing. And the person, or what Chris's thoughts are on this, and how you can combine this concept with Avtalk. Let's see if I can find the link to Avtalk. But yeah, this is refreshing to see. Super cool.
Yeah, I remember After is like a working like you, I don't know, like a payment system for employees or something.
I wonder if
Yeah.
we can investigate it as, but some kind of organization that maybe even ZecHub could use. Uh-oh, did we lose Squirrel?
Still here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you mean we? I was thinking of the Shielded newsletter. Didn't find a way to find it from the wiki. Had to find it. Okay. So, um, let me reshare my screen. Okay, can we see? Right, so we're on the home page, and we scroll down, and it's there. What was I going to say? Yeah, there was one project, the ZecPay from the Near Hackathon. I didn't see any other projects. And it seemed like a what was built was a centralized um, invoicing service, um, and all the remaining components, like automation of the swapping and stuff, um, wasn't complete. But if something like that did exist, I think it'd be very cool. I've been having VPNs, Mulvad, Avira VPNs, connection drops. Okay. Well, is there anything anyone else wanted to bring up? So, like, I guess for the devs, Tron and Jenith and Senior Dev and Kenzo as well, and CJ Frankie, like, and Lowo as well. I remember Lowo was interested in participating in the hackathon. I'm curious what you've created so far.
Um, I got stuck
Yeah, I also
with
want
the
to reach out.
hackathon.
I know a few of you have been helping, but if anyone else needs help, like setting up nodes or how to get the RPCs working, please reach out. I can help with that.
Yeah, I'm still working on my Zebra Pet for Zcash. I'm gonna implement the node. Well, man, I'm gonna implement the near AI agents to assist, but I had got stuck at a. I came into an error.
Oh, and I
So
did get a keystone the other day, so I will be making a tutorial for that as well. So be on the lookout.
Cool. Uh, Loa, are you in the near server? You might be able to get help. If it's on the near agent side, they could. You can create a ticket. I'll share the link.
okay, I do that. I started working on a stable coin as well. Implement T's with the ZK snarks.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's gonna be backed by like dividend stocks as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm.
wanna but one another thing, Squirrel, not to cut you off. I do need to get in contact with some Zcash developers as well to assist with this. Cause I'm a peg the stable. Um it's gonna be pegged to $10 and not a dollar.
Right. Yeah. So you can always create a post on the community forum, and if any devs come across it, I'm sure they'll help. Um, and something else is take a look at what's it called? It's an
Cause I
oracle. I
would
think it's a chain
I
link.
I would yeah. I would like to have the Secret and Zcash developers collab with this token
Right.
because it's called Legacy. It's gonna be like a token for people that trying to build generational wealth. And when you have like heirs to your foundation, or if you start like a family business, um, like let's say you have relatives, like you got like the immediate family. Then you might have like your sister or your brother kids or your cousins them. The main core of the inheritance would be used with ZK knowledge. But then as you
Right.
trickle down the ladder and going down, like basically like the pyramid, it'll start that's when you're using the T's. Because secret is private, but it's not like Zcash. It's not zero knowledge.
Correct.
So as it trickled down. If y'all guys understand what I'm saying, that's how I want it to be structured.
I kind of get what you're saying. Um, so there's what I might. I mean, you could look into synthetic tokens where you use an oracle against some other stock, like you said. Um, but like if it's gonna be like like really fully 100% backed in real life, like this project is going to need to have an organization behind it that issues the token and like can verifiably uh prove like has insurance against all of the stocks or whatever that people are buying. Does that make sense? Like let's say USDC has a dollar for every USDC that's issued. So that's one way to do it. The other way would be for it to be a synthetic token where someone like deposits ETH into a contract, and whatever token this is that's backed by like several different other assets, those can all be tracked using an oracle.
Okay, so if I want to back it by Zcash, the Shade token, gold, and dividend income stock, the one that I want is called DMP. Um, it maintain it's paid to like $10. It fluctuates between like 9.50 and $10. During the pandemic, it did not collapse. This was like literally one of the only stocks that did not collapse, and they actually rose their dividend, and it pays a dividend payout every month. So when people stake
Interesting.
this stable, they're not only tapping into staking rewards from like Shade, or once Zcash get the proof of stakes up, they're gonna tap into those dividend income stocks as well.
Right. Yeah, I don't know too much about that. But definitely check out Chainlink, Oracle, which does have ZEC, and yeah, Near Intents would be really good if you're looking to accept like ZEC and I guess ETH based assets. I'm not sure how you'd get Secret or Cosmos. Like you'd have to join Near Intents with IBC. It gets complicated. I think this is a bit of a sidetrack, but um,
I'm using secret smart contracts.
nice.
Yes.
Cool. I gotta learn more about that. It
Um
project sounds interesting.
I do want some contributors from Zcash to contribute. So if we get a chance, we can set up like a Discord call and we can just discuss it. But I do have the repo on GitHub. I'm working on the front end right now, and I will keep y'all guys updated. I'm not gonna steal this call though.
Thank you. Uh, yeah. So Jenith and Tron and CJ Frankie Kenzo. Uh, we're gonna be starting with Penumbra tomorrow. So if you're interested, I think CJ Frankie, did you have a Penumbra shirt already? Was that you? I think it was him.
Yeah, yes, that's me. Hi, guys.
Okay. I don't even have one yet.
Just getting myself positioned.
Excellent.
And Squirrel, please, I would like to ask, like, why do we have like less writing tax?
So it depends what needs to be written, essentially. Like if we go into the wiki, um what what docs do we still require? Okay. And by the way, thank you Dan for the update to the ECC page. I think I can fix a few of these artifacts. Um so if a page is needed, then we'll issue the task to write it. So let's say, well, actually, a good one would be like a tutorial for Keystone, if it doesn't exist already, like a guide of like offline signing might be interesting. If you come up with an idea for like something you'd like to write, you can always create a suggestion, and if it's needed, then we'll do it.
All right, I'll do just that. Cause even the Zcash Nigerian team, like coming up with Zcash specific articles, like is always difficult. I don't know why it's like that. It's
Like the key is what
anyways.
do we
Thank
need?
you.
Yeah. So um so as like, if we go through the D work, there was a period in time where we had a lot of retroactive bounties being given to people. So these are people who would just do stuff and then say, "Hey, look at what we did. Can I get a bounty payment?" And that it works. So if you're interested in doing something, you can literally just do it and then request a bounty. Um, but like, don't just make anything. Like, really think about things that are needed in the ecosystem. Like, yeah.
Can I ask a quick question, Squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to speak earlier, and then I realized I was like disconnected or something. But yes, thank you. I saw those mistakes in the formatting of the ECC update I did. Second, and I was going to bring this up either way, but you were just talking about guides and showing guides. So for me specifically, for making certain guides, like I won't submit for bounties, of course, but I was trying to add a guide, right? So like if you're on the page, right, if you go to a certain guide, you can hit edit and it takes you there and you can edit in GitHub. But for adding a specific guide, I'm just missing something, but I went and hit let me go back here. I have a couple guides in mind that I would like to make, and I hit, if I'm in the ZecHub /site/guides part, I'm assuming it's add file, create new file, label it what I want. But when I went to then start formatting the tutorial and I'd go to preview, it wouldn't show me the preview. And I was like whenever I make updates to the ZecHub page, I'm heavily reliant on clicking back and forth between the preview. Am I missing something? Is it different in this guide section, or like am I overlooking something? Does that make sense? I don't even know how I ran into this, but
Oh, in guides, hold on, let me test it. The file extension that you used, if you added one, we'll see. So we're in guides. And we create new file. Okay, so it's always going to be in Markdown. So you're going to have your title .md, and let's say tutorial.
And don't use spaces. It has to be all one word
MD.
or an underscore.
Yeah. So if it's several words, then yeah, put the underscore .md.
that was it.
Yeah,
I
maybe a
didn't
good
do
one
the
could be okay.
Yep, I didn't do the .md, and now when I do it, I see the preview shows up.
Cool.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna work on a couple guides that I had in mind.
Nice.
Great question. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, so I think maybe another good one could be, so we have a tutorial of how to spend ZEC in Nigeria to buy airtime. Maybe a written version of this could be useful for when events are happening. Something I forgot to mention is that, okay, good. So here's a test for you, CJ Frankie. You can go to dwork and create the suggestion and just like practice going through that process, listing your requested bounty, listing all the points that you're hoping to achieve in the task. And a final thing is, yeah, local Zcash shared a draft proposal for an event. I've taken a look at it, and I hope to see it posted soon. Okay, so anything else that someone wanted to bring up today?
For the well, two things. Earlier, I wanted to say the Ironfish shorts thread was great. They looked amazing, and were really solid clips. So shout out Vito. And then second, for the I'm catching up, Vito, if you're still here on the Signal group chat, for this space coming up regarding the dev fund. Are we going to do the same thing, Squirrel or Vito, where like co-host with the Zcash account and go that route between ZecHub and Zcash account?
Oh, so was it hosted on
I will try. I will try to speak, but I'm not sure if my voice will go out. And the idea for the next town hall is to bring all the entity and open the mic for So probably
Mhm.
we will need like two hosters. One could be you, another one could be Girl, or we can let like uh Josh and Alex is a Mackies, or we join the conversation. The plan.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
it's like something soft, like smooth. Don't want to start a fight there.
Of course. Yeah. So basically, what I was asking is like where I'm not going to necessarily talk, like like not on ECC's behalf, but like where I can join from the Zcash account, and it's co-hosted by the ZecHub account and the Zcash account, so that it drives people to join the space.
Yeah,
And then
Cool.
we have the speed. Okay, cool.
that will be.
Okay, great. I'll reply in that signal group. Thanks, Vito.
And when we're kind of sharing the upcoming space, I wonder
Um,
how we can do it in a way that, like, I wonder how we can present the call to really encourage voices from everyone. I
yeah,
think in many spaces, like, it becomes everyone listening to the to the orgs, and
Yeah.
just like, so, like, how do we like frame it to
yeah.
be
I think
more like,
for, like my thoughts. I think this is an important moment. You should like pay some attention. And so first of all, in this week, the space will happen next week, but we need to start the announcement, like telling the people that they can speak anytime they want. No one gonna speak. Free to share some thoughts. Free to post some questions in the forum post. So on. So I think start to work early. Have like
yeah. I Yeah, do we add it to the existing thread, or do we create a new thread where people can post their questions?
once the artwork sends the I'm gonna open a thread forum announcing how and calendar
Cool.
question. Be also good if we have time to somehow ST have only
For sure, bro. OT. Anyone saw the Newsmax doc IPO? No. What is that? Newsmax. Off topic. Okay. It's all good. Right. So I guess nearly an hour. We went through a lot. Thanks everyone for joining. Check out the Penumbra community call tomorrow. It'll be at 6 p.m. UTC. Yeah, Athenim call on Thursday, and the town hall's coming up as well.
Bye guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.